So, for example, in this case, I am using the for conjunction, but I'm not sure if I need use the comma in this case. Down and I call and stop yelling for the
Let me
activation of
see.
our causing.
Can
Sorry?
you let me see? Can you show me the instructions? Go up, please. So write a dependent clause that turns the simple sentence into complex. So you need to create a complex sentence. Remember, for, it's only used with compound sentences. Go down. Okay, let's check. So when I was to a store, let's see, number 7, please.
Right. Okay.
Okay, since now everything needs to go in the same direction. This is affirmative since we feel that it's present, sorry. This is not a present statement. This should be past. Since we felt the earthquake, since we felt
Oh,
the earthquake.
felt, felt
Mhm.
with one E, sure, right?
Yes, felt the earthquake. Everyone
Okay.
saw what they were doing. Okay, that it's right. Next one, it is we talked on the phone for hours. But what happens when you're using a subordinating conjunction at the end? Do you need the comma?
Uh,
Or don't you need the comma?
it's not necessary.
It's not necessary. That it's totally
Okay.
true.
When I
Next,
use the coordinating conjunction, okay, let me write that. Okay, yeah, I remember the class of yesterday. Okay, number 8.
yes, number 8. We
So,
talked on the phone for hours. Sorry, we had a hard time finding our way home. Also, find a place to eat. That it's not a sentence, Salomon. Remember, a sentence needs a subject, a verb, and an object. And in this particular or this specific case, you need a subordinating conjunction.
mhm. So we talked here on the phone for hours. Uh, no, 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 I don't got it. Could you repeat,
Okay, take
please?
a look at number 9. Take a look at number 9. We had a hard time. Sorry, we talked on the phone for hours.
Yep.
Although, but that one we did it, right?
Yes.
Okay, that is correct. Pero sin la coma, remember. What happens on the next one, in number 9, it's that you are using also. Also, it's not a subordinating conjunction. Also, it's a transition
Yes.
that that cannot be with a sentence.
Mm,
So in this
okay.
case, it should be we had a hard time finding our way home as we were as we were driving from the beach. As we were driving from the beach. ¿Por qué no se puede poner ahí el also? Porque also no es una subordinating conjunction.
Es
Also,
transicional.
it's a transitional phrase. Y las frases
Mm,
transicionales se separan de la oración principal a través de una coma. Also, coma, y el resto de la oración. Pero en este caso está correcto. We had a hard time finding our way home as we were driving from the beach. Okay, number
And
10.
as is a coordinating conjunction,
It's a subordinating conjunction.
subordinating conjunction. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Number 10. When I was to the store, the girls did each other hair.
When I was to a store, the girls did each other's hair. Okay, that is right. That is right. You can say that. I was to the store. Uh-huh. Next one. when we got to the airport, to Miami Airport. Oh, sorry. No. It's correct. Because you're
In the
using air
future.
conditioner. Yes, when we get to the Miami Airport, we'll have to take two cars. That is correct. Number 12, when we went to the mountain, we sang camp songs for hours. Correct. Don and I couldn't stop jiggling for, okay. Remember, there should be a sentence for the acting of our cousin. It's not a sentence, that it's a phrase. Acordate que la oración debe de tener un sujeto, un verbo y un objeto.
Oh, yeah. So for okay, yeah, that is incorrect.
Yes.
What could be in this case? Down and I could stop giggling. Uh,
Okay,
with
remember the subordinating conjunction. This can be Don and I couldn't stop giggling because we saw Matt fell to the floor. I don't know, for example. Or another
because
one, because we saw Jose falling to the ground. We saw Jose falling to the ground. Vimos a Jose caerse al piso.
yeah. So because yes is the subordinating conjunction with because we saw Jose for the subject in this case is we.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the other
yeah,
one, it's only the complement of the sentence. We're going
yeah.
to do one more and then we listen to Adolfo. We stare into space with our mouths wide open when the comet was seen in the sky. Okay, that's correct. Timmy hoped from one foot to the other. In Carlos, pero ese sería un compound sentence. Acuérdate que and es un coordinating conjunction,
Yes.
not a subordinating conjunction.
Okay. I can use since uh,
But that doesn't
play.
make sense. Since Carlo play.
This don't have sense, but something like that. I am use since that is a subordinated.
Yes, in this case, it might be Timmy hopped from one foot to the other since he saw Carlos doing the same. I don't know, for example, since he saw Carlos
Since
doing, he saw Carlos doing the same.
oh he so Carlos. Yeah.
Since he saw Carlos doing the same. Next, Adolfo, can we see your screen? What exercise was difficult for you?
For Adolfo.
Yes,
Okay. I will stop the presentation.
sharing. That is right. Thank you.
You're
Adolfo?
welcome.
Yeah, sure. I was making a fast review. I think that the more difficult about topics is the compound complex sentences.
Mhm. Can you
Um,
share your screen with the exercise?
okay, let me. Okay, for me, these combinations is a little difficult.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Let
for
me just
example,
start with like something that you need to remember. In this case, the compound and complex sentences are sentences sorry, not combine, that doesn't exist, that they combine coordinating conjunction and subordinating conjunction. So you actually have three sentences. Okay, you have a subordinated conjunction is a subordinating sentence, in two sentences with a coordinating conjunction. Take a look at number one. While my mom baked the cake, comma, she whistled a song and I hummed along. Okay, that
Okay.
is example of a compound complex sentence. Necesitas tener una oración subordinada más dos oraciones independientes con el coordinating conjunction en el centro. Fíjate bien. We went to the store. What can you do in that space?
Okay. We went to the store because we had to buy some vegetables, so
Uh-huh.
some yeah, some vegetables. My dad bought me bought me a bike. Um, while I was looking for some others kind of products.
Okay, you cannot do that. It doesn't make sense like that. Take a look at the possibility. Let me share it. Let me think about it. It says we went to a store and my dad bought me a bike. We went to the store because it was my mother's birthday. Because it was my birthday.
Okay,
And my dad bought me a bike
for
as
a
a
present,
present.
as a present. Okay,
That's one possibility. We went to a store because it was my birthday, and my dad bought me a bike as a present. Let's
yeah.
see number three. The cat will drink
The
the milk.
um, or it will drink, or it will drink. The cat will drink the milk because I let it in on the table, or it will drink the milk. Um, I don't know. For that reason, I think
Okay.
that complexes are a little more difficult. The cat will drink the milk because I let it. Let it on the table, or it will drink the milk, or it will drink the milk while I don't know.
Okay, let's check this one. The cow will drink the milk when you give it to him, or it will drink the milk when it wakes up.
Okay.
Just a second, please.
Okay.
Okay, let's see this. Sorry, I was actually copying. Let me make this bigger. Can you make it bigger, please? No?
Okay. Let's check.
Okay, right there. The cat will drink the milk when you heat it up, or it will drink the milk when he gets hungry or when he feels hungry. The cat will drink the milk when you heat it up, or it will drink the milk when he feels hungry.
Okay. Okay.
But it's only possibilities. Remember that there are multiple ways to do this. I don't have to be right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Okay, let's do number four.
Cars will. Teacher, what does will warm up? Warm up.
Warm up, it's to heat.
Cars will. Okay. Okay, this is with if I crush the if I crush with a garage or the with a tree, cars will wear under engines and they will race. Well, if they crash their car with a tree, um, I don't know, the cars will run under engine and they will race off the starting line when the race when the competition is gonna start. I don't know. Let
Okay,
me
I'm
put in
checking it
order my
because
idea.
I'm
Okay,
checking this. Mhm.
okay, maybe it could be if they crash, if they crash their car, um, I don't know, if they crash their car with a tree, the cars will warm up their engines and they will race off the starting line when the competition uh, when the competition um,
Do you feel it too difficult, right? It's kind of, like it's kind of a lot.
yeah.
Let's check it together. Let's see. Salomon, do you have any idea here? What would you do here in this exercise?
Is the number 7, right?
Yes, it's the one that Adolfo is sharing.
Yeah, but it's the number 7, teacher.
Number four.
Yes, number four, number four.
Ah, it's the number 4. The passive. No, no, no. I am in the other page. Sorry. Let me see. Is the number 4. So you see, the cars will want. Oh,
Take a look at it.
Yeah.
wow. We can starting with
Ajá, Salomon. No, no idea.
I am thinking. The
Okay.
number 1 of the is
Okay, let me give you an idea. Although the
oh
cars,
oh we can starting with because the car system is damaged. No, no, I don't know.
okay, although the cars will warm up their engines and they will race off the starting line, comma, wait a minute. Although the cars will warm up their engines and they will race off the starting line, comma, let me see something. You know what? It's a thing. We didn't read the instruction appropriately. It says that you have here, write a dependent clause. Estoy leyendo la instrucción here. Write a dependent. Can you go up a little bit? Write a dependent clause that turns the compound sentence into a compound complex sentence. Use the subordinate conjunctions and the extensions below for ideas. So you have here, you have there a compound sentence that you have to turn in. That's why we have been struggling. So you may say something like this in this case, because the cars will warm up, they will, sorry, although the cars will warm up their engines, they will race off the starting line, but engineers must check them every turn, cada giro que hagan, right? That is the idea there. Let me explain to you one more time what you're doing here. In here, you have a compound sentence that it's divided, okay? The idea is that you can put the subordinating conjunction in the blank space on one side or the other. You have to rearrange the sentence. Ustedes tienen que reordenar la idea. That's why you're struggling with it. Por eso estamos luchando con ello. Porque estamos o necesitamos organizar la idea en compound complex. Give a try to number 5.
Number 5.
Yes,
So we can put in the order that we
that you
prefer
need.
all the same. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Mm, the girl sat in the grass. They told us choice. It could be when the girls um, when we went to the park, the girls sat in the grass. Um, some I don't know.
Okay. Okay.
Because the seat were busy or were not available.
Okay. Because we went camping, the girls sat on the grass and they told stories about they told horror stories. I don't know. Listen to the example again. Because we went on a camping
Okay.
trip, the girls sat on the grass and they told uh, horror stories. That is the idea there.
Okay. Okay, we can take the sentence and make some
Yes, of course, you need to make some changes.
changes.
Yes, you can make changes to it.
Okay.
We can change the order of the sentence.
Yes, you can always change it.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay, give it a try to number 6.
Okay. When we went to the zoo, we saw that the snake came out of the hole. Um, I was scared, and then no, I don't know because it
You're
says
mixing
it
up.
wasn't.
Let me give you the hint here. The hint is do not use many connectors. No usen muchos conectores porque si usan conectores se van a perder. It's trying to go straight to the point. The snake came out of the hole, but it wasn't able to eat. Okay, salió la serpiente, pero no podía comer. Esa es la idea. Okay, when we went to the field, the snake The snake came. Okay, when we went to the zoo, cuando fuimos al zoológico, we went to the zoo. The snake came out of the hole, but it wasn't able to eat, and you can add more information. It wasn't able to eat because she was sick, or
Okay.
because she was sick, the snake that came out of the hole could not eat. So you're transforming the sentences. That is what makes compound complex sentences a little bit more difficult because you have to play with the structure. Okay. Number seven. Let's give it a try.
Teacher, one question. In
Go
this
ahead.
case, when you mention uh, the snake was sick, you say she's sick.
She was sick, or she's sick.
Uh,
She is
we
sick.
can use this noun for the animals or
Yes,
not
you can do it.
necessarily it. We
Yes,
can
you can
say
do that.
she to the snake.
Yes, you can call she or he.
Okay, okay.
Okay, number 7. When the band played a song, everybody started to dance and crowd went crazy.
Okay. When the band played a song,
Everybody started to dance
uh-huh,
and crowd went crazy.
that is correct. When the band played a song, the crowd went crazy and started and what say it again. When the band played a song,
Everybody started to
Everybody.
dance
everybody started to dance. Uh-huh.
and crowd went crazy.
Okay. Okay, that is right. That is totally right. And the last one, number eight. Can you do it, please?
Mm,
Give me
we we had we had we had confirmed a meeting, but we had to call to say we'd be late, but no one was home because they have leave.
Okay. Say it again, please, because I had to make my screen smaller.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. Uh, we have confirmed a meeting, but we had to call to say we'd be late, but no one was home because they have leave
They had left. They had
left.
left. That it's correct. That it's possible, right? That it's totally possible. Okay, let me ask you. Hello, Arlene. Good evening.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Good, good.
Hello.
How are
Hello,
you
Ali.
doing? Are you better?
Yes,
Good.
I'm better.
Okay, that's excellent. That's very good news. Okay, so let me tell you this. What is the key here? The key is knowing your list of transitions and conjunctions. Conjunctions are very, very important to creating well-connected ideas. Okay. Okay, people, this is what we're going to do next. We're going to stop with the writing process. We're going to put it on hold. And I'm going to give you, thank you, Adolfo. I'm going to give you the next 3 to 4 questions that I want you to discuss among yourselves. I'm just going to listen, and then we're going to start with some explanation. Sorry. The first question I have: what are companies looking for in employees? That is my first question, and why. I have another question. My second question is what makes your profession a desirable profession for companies? Okay. And number three, I would like you to talk about good and bad job interview experience you have had. Okay, three things to do. Number one, what are companies looking for in employees right now? And why are they looking for those kind of people? Number two, what makes your profession a desirable or a profession they want to have in their company? And finally, I want you to share your good and bad experiences with job interviews. Okay, so I'm gonna mute my mic, and I would like you to speak among yourselves. I'm not going to participate until the end. Okay, so let's begin. Discuss it among yourselves. Right here, you have to talk. What are companies looking for employees? What are companies looking for in employees, etc. Okay.
Okay, we don't have time to thinking about that.
Yes, think about it. Think about it. I don't know, probably 1 or 2 minutes. Think about it, and then you start speaking. Whenever you're
Uh-huh.
ready.
Okay.
Okay, can we start conversing? Can we start talking, please?
Okay. In my case, teacher, I think that um, companies looking for employees, maybe professional people that has a different kind of soft and hard skills. For example, a diligent person with ambitions. Um, in my case, or in the kind of my profession, a person detailed or right. I don't know if it's right, detailed or right. I mean, pay attention to details. um, and maybe a methodical person too. Flexible.
The word is detail oriented. No, I have a question there. Let me give you this question. Is it important in finances to be methodical? You need to be methodical.
Yeah, I think that it's part of this kind of profession because you have to pay attention to that to a lot of details. For example, when you are working some projections, and the companies it has to take uh, decisions, important decisions like investments, like financials. Uh, for that reason, I think that to be a methodic uh, and pay attention to details is really important.
Definitely, definitely. Okay. And the others, let's listen to your ideas.
Okay. Uh, let's begin. For the fields, what are companies looking for in employees' way? I think the companies are looking for people with soft skills, smart, young, and with wishes of be awesome. The second, what makes your profession a desirable profession for company? In my case, my professions I think is desirable for the company because it's a science focused almost exclusively on the gold sector since the gold price has been very good. And talk about good and bad job interview experience you have had. And um, once or the interview that I have had to enter to this company was very well. So my ¿cómo se dice? Entrevistador,
Interviewer?
interviewer was my boss. So this was nice with me. For studying, he say I'm not uh, very good with the interview that he downloaded a questionnaire of the network, and the question was very easy. And I think this was my only or my mi única my one interview
My
that
only one, sorry, my only interview.
okay, my only one interview that I
No, 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 my
have,
only interview.
my only interview.
Yes.
Okay, that
Okay. How long have you worked in Calibre?
um, in Calibre 1 years ago, but before to be Calibre, this company was called B2Gold, and I have I
I
have
worked.
yes,
No, I worked, porque ya terminó. I worked.
okay, I worked with B2 5 years.
Oh,
So
okay.
in total, 6 years here in this mine.
Okay.
Five
Good.
with B2 and one with Calibre.
Okay. Good. Arlene, tell us.
Okay. I don't know what company looking in employees, but I will share with us what I look in a future people who wants to work with me. in my opinion, there are three things that are really, really important. Um, the first is passion. If you don't have passion, you are lost your time. The second is commitment. It's important to have in your teams people who have commitment, because if they don't have commitment, they don't work well. And the third is empathy. They have empathy for other people, and the ability to understand what the behavior of other people. Maybe there are no, well, maybe no, any of us we are the same, we are different. So it's important you have the ability to understand that everyone is different, and everyone had different character, or ways to or ways to respond in different situations. Okay, what makes your professional desirable? Desirable. Esa es la forma correcta de pronunciarlo, teacher.
Desirable.
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 Desirable profession for company. Okay, in my case, this is a specialty that not all companies have in their team, because is in Nicaragua, for example, this specialty is not common in the accountant. The accountant are accountant, but they don't have a strong knowledge in taxes. So when the majority of companies who contract people with this specialty are multinational, who have enough budget to pay this kind of, of puestos,
Positions?
position,
Position?
exactly. Um, bad interview, I don't know. Anything? A bad job interview. I didn't have a bad job interview, teacher.
You've never had a bad job interview?
No.
Okay. Now, I have a question for everyone. What makes a job interview successful? What makes it successful? That you feel like, okay, I did this well?
Maybe when you talk with the human resource people who are and you see her or his face, and they see, I don't know. I thought you can identify if the person who interview are um, ¿cómo sería? Satisfecha.
Okay, it is, you have two words here, pleased or satisfied.
Yes, I imagine if the people who interview is during the interview, or the pen of the question that may they can identify if you are the right person for the job. If you are not the
Okay,
right person, you can identify. A menos que, no sé, pero yo sí podría identificar.
okay, okay. And Adolfo, what do you say?
Okay, I think that to have a really good interview, the candidate and the person or the company that is developing the interview, it has to be, or they have to be really really honest, because if you say something that you are not, or you have not the abilities and the knowledge, later or in a short time, and the candidate, he will have some problems with the results, Maybe it's gonna be a short time that this person is gonna be working. For that reason, I think that everyone has to be really honest, uh, show the really knowledge and experience that they or this person has. Um, what else? Well, I don't know. Maybe has the if you don't have the knowledge, but or maybe the experience, but just the knowledge, try to sell it or try to focus in the stronger abilities that you have, and to show the the interest and I don't remember how to say, teacher, the input impetu, the
Okay. You
um,
mean I would say drive.
drive.
Drive. Yes, you would say drive. The impetu, it's lo que
I mean,
motiva a alguien, right? That's what you
yeah,
mean. Yes.
como las ganas de
Mhm.
but
You can also,
in a labor context,
yes,
yeah,
willingness,
willingness, yeah, the
willingness. That
willingness,
is, but
willingness.
it's a drive. For example, when somebody is a goal driven, for example, that is actually an adjective. When you are
Okay,
describing,
portrayed.
let's say, I am a goal driven individual, that means that you are always struggling or you're always fighting for achieving your goals.
Yeah,
Okay, that is goal
the
driven.
adjectives. Okay.
Okay, okay. So I think something important here in relation to being successful in job interviews, people, it's to know what kind of interview you are being faced with. Now, what happens or what is it that occurs normally in the laboral job, in the laboral market or the job market or the work market? People go to interviews, and there are many things that we probably fail at. An example of this, it's probably not knowing enough about the company, what they require, what is their culture, what is their focus, the history of the company, etc. Those are questions that become, like a constant in all job interviews. They ask you, what do you know about this company? How did you hear about us? Who recommended to work with us? Why did you apply to this? These are questions that have to do directly with you knowing about a company. But an element that people foresee, or it's an element that people do not pay much attention to, it's precisely the type of interview your interviewer is giving you. So the first thing, the basic vocabulary, you have the interview, the interviewer. This is the person the one who asks questions. And then we have the interviewee. The interviewee, it's the candidate. Okay, those are the basic three words in relation to this. The interview has an interviewer and an interviewee. The interviewer, it's probably a human resources manager or probably human talent. I don't know the name they give to it. So there are many things that occur in interviews that let you know what kind of interview you're getting. So I have now, I'm going to share with you the following Google Docs. And I would like you to take probably 2 to 3 minutes. And I would like you to write uh, some of the questions that people normally ask in job interviews. Okay, I'm going to give you the link and I'm going to ask you to write your questions here. And right here. I would like you to write, I don't know, probably two, three, I don't know, as many questions as you would like to ask or that you remember. These are going to be divided into common, less common questions. Okay? You have less common.
Teacher, le salió bien llorón ese gato.
It's very young. Está
¿Verdad?
chiquitito, tiene como un mes.
Dele una
Well, how
pacha,
many?
que no se calle.
No, acaba de comer. Ya come.
No.
Don't worry. Let's write. Let's
No le,
write the
no le gustan los
question.
gatos. They don't. They. She doesn't like the
She
kitties.
doesn't like cats.
Sí, sí. ¿Cómo sabes, Adolfo? No me gustan los gatos.
Okay, let's write the questions. Let's try to check if we have a. Let's try to write. Sorry, the questions that are common and the ones that are uncommon. Today we're going to study the first type, and we're going to practice a little bit of this. Okay, let's take some 3 to 4 minutes.
Teacher, to be clear, it's about common questions and less
That you
common
know.
questions in an interview process.
Yes, in the interview process. That's right.
Process. Okay,
Yes.
thanks.
All in the same file, teacher.
Yes, all in the same file. You may put one, two questions, I don't know, you name them. Think of the less common questions you've been asked or that you have heard about, and the ones that are more common.
Sorry, we will edit under the word, teacher.
Sorry, what was the question, Arling? I couldn't hear it.
We will edit the document.
Yes, you will write on the document.
Ah, okay, okay. ¿Usted está moviendo ahí?
Los tres,
No,
Arlene.
it's everybody. Everybody, when you are writing, it moves a little bit.
Entonces, voy a bajar el mío porque ya estoy escribiendo encima de otro.
Probably to use
Sí,
numbers,
sí,
try to
sí.
use numbers. Spanish?
A ver, no entendí la tarea entonces. ¿No son todas las preguntas?
Not all the questions. Some questions that they normally ask you, and the ones that are less common
Ay,
and less common.
qué tonta yo. Entendí mal entonces, sorry.
No, don't
Arlene,
worry,
esa
don't
pregunta
worry,
la
it's okay.
escribí yo, la primera. Tell me about you.
Sí, es que entendí mal. Entendí que el teacher escribió las preguntas y que nosotros la íbamos a contestar.
No,
Ah,
no,
no, no,
no.
no.
Es que el COVID me tiene pendeja. Sorry, entendí mal. Ok, ok. Por cuenta estaba encima de las oraciones, el Salomón, con todas las pepitas de oro. Okay.
Está bueno eso.
White. White chicken. No, white.
Two minutes, and we finish that one.
¿Quién es el delfín?
Sorry?
Es que aquí dice delfín anónimo. ¿Quién es el delfín? ¿Quién es
Yo
el delfín?
creo que Adolfo.
A la puta, es un delfín rosado, porque aquí, aquí está escribiendo en rosa.
Vos sos la jirafa.
Yo no sé cuál soy de... A ver, voy a escribir y ustedes me dicen que sale.
Lebrílope.
Lebrílope. Okay, so let's take a look at these questions. So normally what happens in job interviews, everyone, you may continue writing if you want, as I'm explaining this part. Something that happens, it's that, or in general, let's say, job interviews cover these questions that you are writing here. Like, tell me about yourself. That it's probably the opening question for excellence. This is the one that normally you get. And then you're moving into the other ones. Like, why do you want to work with us? That it's totally true. What do you know about this company? How do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And what is your pre-grade thesis topic? Okay, that it's interesting. I never. Okay, okay. Did you who wrote this one? What is your actually it's grade thesis topic?
How is the question, teacher?
What is your grade thesis topic?
Uh-huh. Yes, I listened this question in a recent interview.
Okay, you heard this
for a
question.
junior. Hmm.
Okay, okay, interesting, interesting. I never heard it, honestly. And what was the answer the person gave? Do you know?
Yeah, it was a girl. She say that her topic thesis, her
Her
thesis topic
thesis?
is about volcanic rocks on the central of Nicaragua. So the interviewer was happy with this answer because we need people do that know about volcanic rocks, not other rocks like sedimentary or metamorphic. We need people with knowledge for volcanic rocks. Uh,
Okay,
the thing is, exist three kind of rocks: volcanic, sedimentary, and metamorphic. So the important for work in the mine are the volcanic rocks. So the answer of this girl was, I am doing my thesis topic in volcanic rocks of the central Nicaragua.
okay, okay. Never heard of this question, but I think it's valid. I mean,
Yeah. So
okay.
could be in
So
the
these
less
are
common
some
questions.
questions.
Teacher, I
Yes.
know it's depending of the
Okay.
position. It depending of the
Sorry.
position. This question is important, but it's depending of the position of the job because if you are
It
a,
depends.
if you go for for a high
It,
position, you are not asking
uh-huh.
about the thesis.
Yes, it depends on the position. Probably this is actually, and let me give you this word. This is an entry level position. Okay, this is a position that it's at the start, at the beginning of the scaffold. Está al inicio del escalafón, for example. Okay, so this is an entry level position. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of questions or have you ever had questions that made you feel stressed?
Yes.
Okay, what kind of question
The
was it?
question number 4. How do you see
Okay,
yourself in the next 5 years?
okay. Why did you feel nervous with this question, or why would you feel nervous with it?
Because I don't know what the interviewer want to hear. But uh, I hear the answer and was very interesting. She say, I don't know where we mm, uh, where or I don't know uh, how I will doing in 5 years, but I know one thing that I will be better than today. I think was a well answer, good answer.
Okay, okay. Adolfo, what is a question that gets you nervous?
Maybe we were. I had an interview that we were talking in Spanish. It's supposed the position doesn't require advanced English,
Mm-hmm.
and suddenly they switch to English, and they were this person they were from USA. They were gringos, so
Mm-hmm.
they start to talk really fast, and my brain didn't switch to English at the same time, so I get confused and I got stuck. And when they start to shoot me a lot of answer at the same time, I felt really uncomfortable. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't prepared about it.
Okay, Okay. In Arlene, what is a question that you were given that made you feel nervous?
Why you decided to leave your ex position,
Your previous
your
position.
previous position? Sí.
Okay. Why? Why does this make you nervous?
Because I remember I was applying for the competencia.
Sorry, was this
Well,
a competition for a position?
no. I was applying for a firm.
Uh-huh.
In this moment, I was working in a firm too.
Mhm.
So it's really stressful when you are applying from one firm to another firm.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Or
Uh-huh.
it's different if you apply for a company, no problem. You don't have independence problem any. But if you apply for another firm, es mal visto en el ambiente.
Okay. So it's not okay that you're coming from another firm.
No.
Okay. And what do you answer with for that question?
Es que ese fue el problema, que yo creo que por eso no quedé. Porque no, o sea, no, yo creo que me
In
puse
English?
nerviosa y no supe dar una respuesta porque al
Try in
final,
English. In English. Try in
okay,
English.
okay, okay. I thought this is the reason, but because I couldn't obtain the position because I didn't have in this moment answered a good answer because the reason was the salary because it's the same word. It's the same word. The only is to go to the one place to another place, but it is almost the same. So in this moment, I didn't have a good answer. Just I said it's because I want to learn different. ¿Qué fue la palabra que dije? Different. No me acuerdo. I don't remember. but
Okay.
my answer is no was no
Was not
good.
okay.
Yes, was not okay because it's a lie. The I imagine the partner said, but that we do here is the same that you do in the another position, another firm. So
Okay.
I imagine that you want to change the place because you want more money. But it's difficult to say, okay, it's because the money.
Okay. Okay. So everybody has had job interviews that have been probably difficult. Now, I'm going to show you now some questions, and I would like you to think about them, and I would like to listen to your. I want you to think of your. I want you to think of your answer. Okay, let me give you the question. I have them here. Okay, so let me give you these four questions. You have 3 minutes. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to think about the answers, and then you are going to answer. You're going to choose one to answer.
Some of you read how to recover taste.
It takes weeks
Uh,
so you recover it. When I had COVID, it took me like 3 weeks to recover taste and smell.
this terrible teacher.
Yes, nothing tastes well. And the worst is that it is dangerous because you don't know if food is well, if there's a gas leak or something. Okay, so what about these questions? Adolfo, what is the question that you found or you find more difficult of this one?
About to exactly what to share to what to do
Uh-huh. And what to
when
answer?
well maybe the number of the letter D. What's the stress of your no? It's, sorry, the letter B.
Okay,
What do you do when you had a boss you didn't get along with?
okay. Has it ever
Well,
happened?
yeah, a lot of times.
Okay.
You know, work with people that they think they are the Coca-Cola of the dessert. It's really difficult.
Okay.
Um, and I have had a different boss. Maybe one of them was a guy who studied in a different expensive university on USA, and
Uh-huh.
this man was really heavy. But at the end, I think that at the end when uh, for example, in my case, when I showed that I, with my job and that, or with the result of my job, make his change of his mind. I think I think that at the beginning this person was really difficult, but with the time, with the get the objectives, maybe he changed his mind about me. But at the beginning, it was really difficult to work with him.
Okay. Okay. Now, can you say this in a job interview?
Yeah, in fact, sometimes or in a job that hire me, I
Uh-huh.
talk about because it was
Okay.
in a corporate on a transnational company,
Mhm.
and this kind of person, they were a lot of them, so they looked interesting this part because I didn't, I have never get mad or get in a point, in a bad point with some boss, but
Mhm.
there are some people that are really heavy teacher, and
Yes.
maybe just because they study, I don't know, Columbia's University, Yale University, and
Mhm.
beside in Kai, they think that they know all about the war and the different kind of industry.
Okay, that's about it. Yes, it is. It is sometimes like that. Okay, and Salomon, thank you, Adolfo. Salomon, a question that you found
Okay, sorry.
a question that you found difficult from this list.
Okay, the letter A. What would you do if you say a college is stealing supplies or equipment?
Equipment,
Uh,
equipment.
equipment.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it will be a very uncomfortable moment because in my case, I am friend of all my coworkers, uh, but I can not stay in silence. I need, I don't know, talk with him, or 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 I don't know, but I can not stay in silence if I see my
My
college
colleague.
colleague my
Yes,
colleague
colleague.
uh, colleague making that is a difficult moment, a uncomfortable moment, and that.
Okay. And Arling,
Well, in my case, for me, could be the words the number 8.
letter A.
Yes,
Okay.
because it is. Well, I never had this kind of experience, but I can imagine how can I respond. Maybe if if the person is my friend, first I say I had to report your behavior. But
Okay.
I don't know. This is a difficult question.
Okay. Yes, it is a difficult question. And in fact, these questions are very complicated. Okay. So I'm going to give you now the following. This is homework. Okay. You're going to watch this short video. This video is 4 minutes. Okay. And I would like you to see this. This is what we call stress job interviews. This is the first type of job interview we're going to see. We're going to study vocabulary about it and also some possible answers we're going to give to these possible questions. Okay. So for tonight, we're going to finish here. Homework is watch the video and tomorrow we're going to comment on it. Okay.